4 red lights. We are ready. And Pescadore has rocketed into the lead. Marco Ardigo has missed the start badly. Your race leader from Valencia in Spain, driving the Praga kart, Jorge Pescadore from the outside of the front row of the grid. Once again, Arno Kozlinski's made a brilliant start. He's moved up into second spot. Ardigo is back in fourth. How about the start from kart number 19 from Austria, David Detmers. A brilliant showing here. There he is in third as Lorandi goes up the inside of Jakub Kadlach. He's gone through. Lorandi up into fifth spot. Kozlinski right on the tail of Pescadore. Detmers still doing a great job. He's still got the former world champion behind him. Detmers from Austria down the start-finish straight. Let's see if he can hold off Ardigo. No, he can't. Goes through turn number 1. Now up into third after missing the start. This is Pescadore in the Praga kart. He's leading Kozlinski. Ardigo up to third. Kozlinski's all over the back of Pescadore. All over the back. No, he's up the inside. The Frenchman has gone in through on the Spaniard. The Italian Ardigo watches on in position number 3. Lorandi has also got past David Detmers, who closes back up under the Italian, under brakes. There's Detmers, the Austrian, doing a fine job in position number 5. Kozlinski now leads. Well, he's made a habit of getting brilliant starts, but can he go on with it? We know he's got the talent. We know he's got the skill. He's a former world champion. Has he got the speed here this afternoon at Adria? There's Ardigo, position number 3. This is what happened in the pre-final. Lorandi followed Ardigo through. As Ardigo made the moves, Lorandi was the beneficiary. Watch Pescadore up the inside. He's going to make a move on Kozlinski. He's going to have to think about it soon, because all over the back of him is Marco Ardigo. He shuts the door on the 2014 world champion. Lorandi, is he brave enough to make a move on Ardigo? Why not? He's got great speed in that baby race Tony kart. He's here to win as well. He's got nothing to fear, even if the driver in front of him has about 15 years more experience behind the wheel. Kozlinski from France, in the kart from France. The Sodi kart powered by the TM. There's Ardigo in the Vortex-powered Tony kart. Pescadore in the Perilla-powered Praga. Yeah, you can see fastest lap of the race for Douglas Lundberg. The Swede, though, is down in position number 11 behind Tom Louet, Karel Simon, Luca Corberi and Jakub Kadlach. The Czech now up into position 7th behind the Russian Alexis Moritanov. Look at the freight train fight for the lead. Arno Kozlinski, Jorge Pescadore, Ardigo, Lorandi, Detmers. Let's look down through the field. Alexander Schmitz, he started out at grid number 3. He's 13, I should say. But he's now back into position 15 as Pescadore goes through. He retakes the lead. Kozlinski tries it again, but if anything, that's locked. Blocked off Ardigo from making a move himself. Lorandi under pressure from Detmers, the Austrian, all over the back of the Italian. Kozlinski all over the ripple strip. Kozlinski, a very defensive driver, one of the hardest drivers to pass in the world of karting. This is the quarter race distance for this KZ2 final. A brilliant race this is turning out to be. Ardigo and Kozlinski, both former world champions. Pescadore from Valencia in Spain. Watch up the inside. No, again, Kozlinski shuts the door. Smoritanov, the Russian, in the number 11 car. Alexei is now up into position 6 as Ardigo down the start-finish straight. Oh! Kozlinski tried to close the door on the Italian. He'll fight back. Lorandi's also gone through. Kozlinski retakes it. Lorandi's going to be hung out to dry in the grass over the ripple strip. He's held onto it. Kozlinski's the big loser. He's way back to position number 6 behind Smoritanov and Detmers. Lorandi's gone through. Ardigo's disappeared up the road. Can he now chase down the Spaniard Jorge Pescadore? There's Detmers right on the tail of Leonardo Lorandi. Kozlinski, the early race leaders, now back in position number 6. The number 18 Sodi kart, there he is down through the Magny-Cours S's, just ahead of Luca Corberi. Ardigo, the sportsmanship flag being displayed. for Leonardo Lorandi, somewhat surprisingly, given that it was Kozlinski who got launched over the ripple strip. Nevertheless, it's just a warning. Fastest lap of the race for Alexander Schmitz. The German still stuck down in position number 15. We thought if anyone could take the fight to Ardigol this weekend, it was Alexander Schmitz. He only missed out on taking pole position by 0.02 of a second this weekend. But he had an incident on the opening laps of the pre-final, and he's stuck way down in position number 15. We'll keep an eye on the German, though. Currently trailing the Frenchman, Gabin Louet. Maximilian Leudel, the other Austrian, just ahead of that battle. There's Ardigo, flat out down through turn number 1. 144 kilometres an hour here at Adria Karting Raceway. Lorandi, Detmers, Smoritanov, so the gap, Pescadore back to Ardigo, 0.4 of a second, but it's probably even less than that. We've lost a couple of karts on the infield. One of the Rosso Corsa karts is out. An incident with Carol Simon and Polcha. Dominic Polcha in the Praga kart also. Retirement from that race. Ardigol has got the gap down to 0.1 of a second. You can see how close he is to the back of the Spaniard. Originally from Argentina, now calls Valencia home. Watch Ardigol up the inside. He looks behind him. Suggests that he will wait. He does indeed, but he's right on the tail of the back of that Praga kart. As we said, originally from Argentina, now from Spain. Factory driver with the Praga team. Ardigol, factory team driver with Tony Kart for the past 11 years. He's the reigning champion in the WSK Final Cup. He won this race exactly 12 months ago. He's very close to the back of the Spaniard. Can he pull out down into turn number 1? Not this time. Watch him into Bet Italy turn number 2. Not close enough. Down through the left-hander. Elects to follow the Spaniard. How long will he wait? How long? He's right up the inside. Pescadore closes the door. It can't be too long now. Ardigol up the inside. He's gone through. Well, I can't understand that because Pescador just left the door open. You cannot do that when you've got the number 1 factory Tony Kart driven by Marco Ardigol right behind him. I thought he would show a little bit more defence than that. Let's see if he can respond. If he's going to need to do it immediately because Marco Ardigol traditionally waits and then comes good in the second part of the race. We are now exactly starting the second part of this WSK final. Up the inside, Ardigol looked behind him, didn't make the move then. One corner later, up the inside, Pescadore, well, he sort of tried to defend, but there was really nothing he could do about it. Ardigol leads. Pescadore in the Praga kart. Well, let's see how good he is. He's got Leonardo Lorandi closing up behind him. Lorandi currently on the podium. Ken Pescadore, whose name literally translates into George the Fisherman. Can we see Jorge Pescadore, the racing driver, make a response to Marco Ardigol? Onto the start-finish straight to start lap number 11. Ardigol looks behind him. The gap is out to 0.3 of a second. There's Leonardo Lorandi from Brescia in northern Italy. Starting to catch the Spaniard in the baby race Tony Kart. Fastest lap of the race, in fact, for Leonardo. You can see 47.773. Pescadore is just keeping Ardigol in touch. But I'd suggest, unless he can make a move in the next lap or so, we're not going to see which way Ardigol went. He won this title exactly 12 months ago to inaugurate this magnificent new circuit here in the north of Italy. Lorandi is catching him though. Lorandi is really catching him down the start-finish straight. He's just about in the slipstream. Down through turn number 1, up into 6th gear before, I won't say hard braking, but gentle braking down into 3rd, possibly even 4th gear, depending on the gearing of these KZ2 karts. forever in third gear, these drivers are saying, around this Adria circuit. Now Pescadore is going defensive. Ardigo skipping away with it. This is a potential passing opportunity here, but not on this lap. Lorandi up the inside on the Vega sweeper. Pescadore cannot defend. Leonardo Lorandi, only his second ever KZ2 race, is now into second spot. Pescadore back to third. We take a look at the replay. Up the inside, nicely done, had it all locked up. The baby race Tony Kart. The gap from Ardigo to Lorandi, 1.1 seconds. Pescadore, well, he was leading this, but he's going to have to drive hard just to stay on the podium, because David Detmans, the very impressive Austrian, came from grid number 8 in the Vortex-powered Tony Kart, kart number 19. He's in 4th spot. Next in line, Alexander Schmitz, the German. Where's he? He's inside the top 10. He's just got past Tom and Gabin Louet as Pescadore fights back. Well, we didn't see that coming. Pescadore says, I haven't given up on this race. He retakes second spot from Leonardo Lorandi. They both look over their shoulder. We take a look at the replay. Pescadore down through the gearbox, hard on the four-wheel disc brakes in these KZ2 machines. Accelerating hard up through the gearbox. Yeah, they both looked behind him when that move happened. Pescadore to see if he could make it stick. Lorandi to see how far back Detmers was. Kozlinski, the Frenchman, is back in position number 5 ahead of Luca Corberi. They've just both got past Alexis Moritanov. Alexander Schmitz, the German, now into position number 8. He's just done a 47.792, so he's round about the same times as Ardigo, slightly quicker than Pescadore in second spot. Fastest lap of the race, though, still goes to Leonardo Lorandi, 47.616 for this driver on screen now, kart number 5 from Brescia in the baby race Tony Kart. Raced the Euro and World Champs this year in the KF category. We expect a big 2016 from this boy in the WSK and Euro Series, using the WSK Final Cup as an opportunity to prepare for next season. But in its own right, it's a great race in itself, prestigious title. As the blue flag comes out for the lap traffic, that is the Czech driver, Karel Simon, who will have to make way for the race leaders. They come down the start-finish straight now at ferocious speed here at Adria. Kozlinski has got past the Austrian for 4th spot. David Detmers has been demoted. He's dragged the German along with him, Alexander Schmitz. It's been a great drive by the German. Our leader's gone through. Kozlinski, he's in 4th. You can see Schmitz now in the top 5. Well, it was a real shame that he got taken out in the pre-final, because it would have been interesting to see how far he could have got in this race. He's got 3 laps to go. It's been a brilliant drive by the current 2015 DKM German champion. National title for Schmitz in possibly, or arguably, the strongest national series in the world. When I refer to the DKM German National Series, I say that with respect to the other national series all around the world. Of course, he won the Thomas Nopper Memorial title 7 days ago at Kerpen. He also won the final round of the KZ2 European Championships at Genk in Belgium back in July. Ardigo, he's won just about everything to win in the world of kart racing. In fact, he has national titles, European Championships, 3 World Championships, 2 in the KF category. And he's also won in this, the gearbox class. That was 12 months ago at Sarno in Italy. And he won this very race exactly 1 year ago when we raced at Adria Karting Raceway for the first time. He's on his way to victory. He's got a 1.1 second lead over Jorge Pescadore down through the gearbox, through Bet Italy, turn number 2. Lorandi still a great job into 3rd. Kozlinski is 4th. Schmitz in 5th. Still some way back off the Frenchman. You can see the other study carts, Tom and Gavin Louet, 9th and 10th. Chasing down Luca Corberi. Ingvild Lisseth, the Norwegian driver. She's there in 12th spot behind another German, Dominic Lanz, also with the German KSM team. Dominic just outside the top 10 in 11th spot. Detmers dropping back through the field though with some sort of issue. It's been a brave effort for the Austrian, but he's now comfortably outside the top 10. He's in fact circulating slowly, a lap down in position 15. Marco Ardugo on his way to victory as he did exactly 12 months ago. He missed out on the World Championship this year, but it's going to be a great way to finish 2015. He's still got 2 races to go with the Las Vegas Supernats and the Macau Asian Championships, but he's on his way to victory. This is the final lap for the 3-time world champion, the #1 factory Tony Kart. He rounds the final few corners. The checkered flag comes out. The WSK Final Cup goes to Marco Ardugo. He wins it for the 2nd year in a row. Punches the air into light. Great drive for Jorge.